And we are back with another episode of Keep Your Hands Up with JC and J Rosa, my brother. What is good?
48 hours.
48 hours. A little bit more, but
40. I said 48 hours, not 28 hours. Why would I say 28
no,
hours?
48. We're still a little more. Oh, the pre. Yeah, you're right. By now,
The early prelims would have started.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically, you're right.
Dominic Cruz.
For the people listening at home, if you don't know what 48 hours means, we are 48 hours away from arguably, and we haven't even seen the rest of the year, but I will be prepared to argue.
Mm-hmm.
Going into this blind, we are on the eve of the biggest and stacked UFC fight card of the year of 2021. The only way this could be bigger, there is no way.
Not the card. I mean, there's not the. Here's it. In a parallel universe, you would have. It's not gonna happen. Obviously,
I don't even know.
You have Conor 3, Conor Poirier 3 for the main event. Usman Masvidal Kobe triple threat for the co-main.
I'll book. You want me to book the big? I'll book it.
Go ahead. Give me the card. Just three. Don't do all five. Just give me 3.
I'll do 5. I'll do 5.
All right, go 5.
If we really want to get crazy.
Okay. All right. Cool. GSP Khabib.
Oh no. But if realistically, can I build a card real quick before we get into anything? And this is just straight off the top. Can I build a card that of fights that we could probably potentially see?
Yeah. Kimbo slicing over Reem. I'll just keep bugging. I'll bring people back from the dead. I don't care.
I just want to look at the rankings real quick. Let me look at the rankings just so you can know that I'm coming. This is straight off the top. I just want look. Can you see, JC? Look, I'm just looking at the rankings right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the only way this could be right now is if we did. I'm not even gonna throw Conor in here because that's too easy.
Surprise.
This will be an end of the year card, right? Main event. You know what? How do you want me to start this? Do you want me to start this from the bottom?
Yeah, start from the bottom and top.
All right. So I'm gonna do the first.
You could bring people back from the dead too.
No. I'm gonna do the first. I'll do the prelim main event.
All right.
So the prelim main event would be Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar.
Okay.
That's just the prelim. That's what I'm doing for the prelim. That's how I'm coming
taste like that taste.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing for the prelim, right? And now we're gonna start the card off just like this card with the heavyweight bout, right? Now if we're doing heavyweights, this is what I would do, right? It would be Curtis Blades versus Rosenstruck.
Okay.
That's how I'm starting. Right?
That's not a bad fight.
I know. Shh, don't worry. Let me work. Right now, I'm looking to. Now let's get a lightweight battle in there. We want to, let's make it a little lightweight. You know what I mean? Let's get the lightweights in there. So, I would probably do.
I know what you're going here.
No, you don't. I would do. Paul Felder.
Oh, okay.
Versus Tony Ferguson.
Oh yeah, keep Tony in the mix because that man's losing his goddamn mind.
Don't worry about it. It's entertainment. All right. So far, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Now we're gonna do 3 title fights.
Okay.
We're gonna do 3 title fights. Just to start it off, we're gonna do something.
I know what your main event is gonna be.
Oh, you already know. We're gonna do something like, let's go in the title fight. Let's go in the. I don't want to do flyweight. Let's stick with the bantam. We'll stick with the bantam. I would do because I think Aljamain Sterling's gonna win. Right later in the year, Aljamain versus Corey Sandhagen.
Oh,
for the first title fight, right?
Okay. I mean, he deserves it. Wait, you not putting Dillashaw in there? All right.
Can I work?
Okay.
So now, let's get a women's bout in there.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Come on, son.
We need a nice women's bout. Can we get? They already booked Way. I would have loved to put Thug Rose and Way. All right, let's say in my favor, I get Way and Thug Rose.
Okay, that's what you got.
Way Zhang and Thug Rose. I mean, I would love to put Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, that's the fight. That's the fight to make.
Let's do that.
That's the fight to make. I thought that's what you was gonna say.
All right, so we're gonna do Amanda Nunes versus Valentina
Shevchenko. Yeah.
And now for the main event.
Go ahead.
Jon Jones.
Jon Jones, Izzy. Yeah, I know. I know that wasn't.
Come on, I mean that's the biggest fight you can make.
I mean, you can make that. You can make that now. Jan's saying, "Yo, I'm gonna knock him back into his division."
I mean, a lot of this is predicated on
how he does. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
But is that comparable? Am I out here making the books?
That would be comparable to what we get in 48 hours.
This
Saturday is literally.
Bro,
when's the last time you had a card this 3 championships?
I mean, we had 3 championships in July. I want to say August.
Ooh, I can't remember.
We did. We had I think we had that was the Max Holloway card, right?
Against Volkanovski?
I think so.
For the vacant belt?
No, that was oh man. It's all right. It doesn't really matter.
I might be confusing it with Peter Yan.
I think that was UFC.
Yeah, I'm bugging him. Yeah.
That was the Masvidal and
Cope
and Usman. Yeah, that was 3. It was 3 It was we had Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo for the bantamweight.
For that one, that was the vacant belt.
That was the vacant one.
That's why I confused it with the Volkanovski shit. Yeah.
That was the vacant one. So I mean,
yeah. But I mean, like, this is insanity.
Yeah. Brother, I mean, we had a fight card this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Gane versus Rozenstruik. Gane won. I think we both had Gane win that, or I know I had Gane.
Nah, I had Rozenstruik.
Yeah, Rozenstruik, right?
Yeah, I had Rozenstruik that night. Yeah. Which
not gonna lie, was nothing to write home about.
Yeah, it was boring. I mean, it was tactical though. That's what makes it a good fight. I mean, even though it wasn't explosive, it was tactically well done.
100%.
They had a plan and they stuck to that plan. They did not move.
Bro, they did not deviate from the plan. Shout out to Gane. Yeah. Dana White, once again, of course, has to, kind of shit on some guys who don't get knockouts. Dude, Gane is 8th professional fight.
How old is he? He's young.
No, he's like in his 30s. He had a lot of kickboxing fights. His 8th professional MMA fight. You know what I mean? He had the fight in his back. Listen, real talk. If Alistair Overeem would have did what Gane did in the last round, he would have beat Rozenstruik. You know what I mean? Like, he was up 4-0, the 5th round. You know what I mean? If it wasn't there, he wasn't going to put himself in harm's way. And you know what? If I'm Gane, I would tell Dana White, you go in there and try and knock out Rozenstruik and see how that works, brother.
I'm just the boss man.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, come on, fam. What are we really doing here, Dana?
Really, by the week, he just becomes more of a shit person.
Oh, man, he just gets me so tight, man. But what are you going to do, man? He's the biggest game in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he knows it, too.
Oh, yeah, of course. So now it all lines up. We're going to get Gane versus Derek Lewis. Honestly, real talk on that card I just made. Let's take out Rozenstruik versus
Blades.
Yeah. Let's put in Gane versus Derek Lewis now. Woo-hoo-hoo!
All right.
Now you tell me, man. But brother, I mean, we can't bury the lead. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about, right? This week, the card. Do you want us to do some news, some current events?
I mean, what?
Or you want to talk about the card?
Not yet. We can talk about the card in the latter half of the show.
Ooh, okay.
But honestly, I mean, what has happened this week? Yeah. I mean, you could start it off since you brought up Izzy. And
what do you want
him and the Jon Jones feud is just like is.
Also, side note, did you see Jon Jones talk about
DC?
Well, that too. Let's talk about that. But also, when he was like, "Daddy's coming to the division."
Oh yeah, and Ghana was like,
"I'm Daddy." It's like, bro,
the fuck is you talking about? Come on, son. You just moved into town. Like you're not even. Yeah.
Take it easy. I love it how they both argue about who's daddy. It's just like, oh man, this is not. I don't like where this is going.
It's very strange.
Very, very, very odd. But yeah, man. I mean, so DC brings up the point. Says, Jon is not gonna knock anybody out at heavyweight because he doesn't knock the guys out at 205. Which Jon proceeds to
totally retort. It's like They're like I can't remember on the Muppets. There was these two fucking Muppets that just like would absolutely. They're two grumpy old men. You remember them?
The old guys, of course I
Yeah,
know them.
two grumpy old men.
Bosworth, Mr. Man, because my son watches Muppet Babies and they're in the Muppet Babies.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're
yeah. These motherfuckers just don't. They just don't. They.
I know you're talking about. They bicker nonstop.
You know that scene in The Dark Knight when Joker goes, "You complete me."
Yeah.
That's literally what they are to each other. They cannot live without each other. It's fucking hilarious.
Side note, man, I got into a little back and forth with a friend. Not back and forth, a friend of mine. What's better, man? We'll be quick. We don't want to go on such a tangent. Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
That's a tricky one because it's too easy to say Dark Knight. But then it's too easy to not say Dark Rises because you watch what Bane did. Bane destroyed a city.
Mm-hmm.
Joker didn't even come close to that. I mean, and then he broke Batman.
He broke Batman.
That's huge. Like a lot of people overlook it. Yeah, I can get that. How the hell are you gonna top the Dark Knight? But really look back and go watch Dark Knight Rises and be like, this is better than I remember it being because it's a good fucking movie.
It's better than you remember. And honestly, in the moment, I liked it, right? I was all for it, right? And this is where I give so I'll preface my comment, my comment, my decision with this, my answer, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna go, I go Dark Knight.
Okay.
Now, I won't argue with anybody who says Dark Knight Rises. And the reason I say that is because they had a whole game plan set out of how they were going to run it back with Heath Ledger. He was going to be in the
right.
Memo, right? So now he passes away, unforeseen, and it's like they got to scrap the whole script. Everything they had planned, they had to scrap it. So they had to come up with a new story, a new, new characters, new actors. All in a matter of a couple years, you know what I mean? And then still do a movie. So it wasn't too bad.
Hold on.
What's going on here?
One of the dogs here.
One of the dogs?
Yeah, there's Jenny. Hey.
Oh, hey, Jenny.
Hey. She's gonna bite my
This would be so, if he bites you, this would be, I think we might go viral if the dog bit you.
Oh, she's like.
We might get our most views ever. I'm not going to lie. Is there any way we could just,
No, we're not gonna get her to bite me, bro.
Okay. All right.
He said, she said it's easy.
No, there you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
He's like, yo, if we could get her to bite you, bro, we'd probably go viral. No, I don't want her to get bitten. All right, my fault.
Don't worry about it.
Yo. Here, and I was listening to everything you were saying. My fault. I got a little distracted over there, but
of course.
The thing is that. And one of the
biggest out a lot of times when you're talking, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, it happened. I mean, I talk a lot. I don't really care. I just need to get it out. I don't give a shit. I just don't want it in my brain.
Yeah.
To your
you're like a virgin on prom night. You're like, I just gotta get it out. Anybody, any girl that wants to be with me, I don't care. I just gotta get it out.
I gotta get my vocal thoughts out. To your point, yeah, it was absolutely super difficult to even on the surface level to try to think to replace him as a villain. But they did it in a way where the storyline that they chose made the villain absolutely fucking terrifying. Bane, like even his walk just
bro, I mean just the lead up, right?
To
Bane and Batman fighting, man, like you know what I mean? Like them on the rooftop, like this, right? On the rooftop, and real talk, man, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
Bane, that role, I do believe, changed the NFL because ever since then, so many NFL players are on the sidelines now.
They're going like this. Yeah, I know. I call it.
Bro, I never saw anybody doing that until Bane did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking Hines Ward in Gotham fucking City, fucking.
Yeah, that was dope, right?
That was dope. Come on, so, and then that's the shit though. The genius of that movie is just like, and then I'm not saying again, The Dark Knight is not a bad movie, but bro, Bane had a plan. He's been working on forever.
So here's my thing, right? This is my biggest gripe with the movie.
Yeah, and, I mean, we said we didn't want to go long on this, but
we'll wrap this up right now, right? We'll wrap this up, and this is why I give Dark Knight the edge over Dark Knight Rises, right? For me, my biggest gripe is at the end, Batman washes Bane so quickly. And then, you find out he's not the big bad.
Yeah,
it's really what's it,
protector.
Yeah, he's just a protector.
Talia al Ghul's daughter. Yeah.
What's his son? Raj Al Ghul. And he comes across as like as an errand boy.
Yeah, he comes across as a teddy bear essentially. And yeah, it does defeat the whole menace.
And my thing is like, bro, you build this guy up for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Of the big bad, he broke Batman. And then it's like he gets a couple punches to the grill, and it's just like, oh.
You know what's funny? Because it completely contradicts. That word. Exactly what he said in the morning. In the morning, in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Dude playing, I think he's played by the dude who plays Peter Baelish in Game of Thrones, Littlefinger. I can't remember, but some dude who looks sort of like him. I'm pretty sure it was him. He was like, what happens if I take off the mask? Oh, it would be very painful. For who? For you. And then Batman does it, and he's the one in pain. Oh,
I mean, it was just such a letdown to me, man.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And to me, that's why, and don't get me wrong, great movie, brother. Great movie. That's why I give the edge to Dark Knight.
There's nothing wrong with that. And again, I'm not saying, I may have said it before, but I don't even know if I have a favorite. Excuse me. I don't like pinning the two. I don't like pinning the two. Not really. It's
also Batman Begins needs to get his credit. A lot of people sleep on Batman Begins.
He couldn't turn his neck in the movie.
Yeah, he had surgery or something?
Nah, his suit. That's why.
Yeah, they had a problem with the suit, right?
In the beginning of the second movie, like you could turn your neck now.
Yeah. Batman Begins is good, man. That was good too. I'm not mad at it.
All right, back to it.
All right, so back to it. So
holy shit.
So we got Jon Jones and DC popping shit. I mean, what else is new? DC, Jon Jones says, he brings up the fact that he knocked him out with a light kick, TKO. And of course, DC goes on to say, how the fight didn't count. Do you remember? So technically in the record books, that fight does not count. That fight is a no contest. Because Jon Jones tested positive.
And not for Corona.
And not for Corona, for performance-enhancing drugs. So technically, in the record books, that doesn't count. But nonetheless, we saw it happen. DC cried afterwards, famously. So and then DC responds, like I said, that didn't happen. Blah blah blah. I can always make you dance. Pretty much saying like whatever I say, you will always like. React to it. Respond.
Telling you, they're two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
See, it's different between like Darren Till and Mike Perry and Jon Jones and DC. See, DC and Jon Jones have legitimate like guttural hate for each other. Like they'll respect one another, but these motherfuckers, you don't put them in the same room. Darren Till, Mike Perry, you throw your asses in the room, they'll roast each other all day, and it'll look real, but it's like. Man, yeah, cool. We know it. Fuck Darren Till. Every time fucking Mike Perry used to post anything, he would put "fuck Darren Till" like after his tweet, and I was like, bro, I know y'all cool, man. All right,
I don't think they're cool. I think
they're cool. I think they're cool now. I think it because it got dicey for a minute. Like this dude used to talk about his fucking girlfriend and all that shit. And you remember when Mike Perry was like, "Yo, I don't need no corner. I'm gonna bring my girl out." And look what happened. You remember that? Were we shooting then? I don't even know.
We were. Yeah.
We were. Look what happened. My boy Mike Perry came with the W, and I didn't think that was going to happen because I literally threw a shot in the dark.
He did, man. He's fighting again, man. Honor Darren Till card. That's going to be very, very interesting.
Man, that's my boy right there. He's very entertaining.
That he is. Platinum Mike, man.
Platinum Mike Perry, baby.
So going back to the question, right? That DC kind of, he answered, he gave a question and he answered it, right? Do you think Jon Jones can knock out some of these heavyweights?
I don't know. Here's what I'm saying. He wobbled against Dominic Reyes.
Yeah.
So, and that's a 205. You got motherfuckers that are fucking tanks.
Oh no, what I mean, 100%. My thing is like John Jones can't take the same chances he did at light heavyweight just because.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't because those guys, the power is different.
Yeah, that power is scary.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think, if he would have fought Jan at 205, that'd have been something.
That would have been nice. That would have been
nice to see, right? But now imagine
Jan still wins, but yeah.
Okay, all right. Now let's replace Jan with.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be rude with you. I don't think you'd be as interested.
Who?
You.
What?
Can I pose a question to you?
Yeah, sure.
So,
you just insulted me on my own show.
No. The thing is, now we're intrigued because Jan is a champion. If it was still John Jones, still the champ, would you really
kind of boring?
Now Jan, bro, for better or for worse, you got that belt around your shoulder. You get propped up a little bit,
But do you think the light heavyweight division is now more interested because he's gone?
Oh, it's 100%.
Okay, that being said, though, do you equate that to the last fight he had with Dominic Reyes?
I equate that to him giving up the belt.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I equate that to him giving up the belt, and now we got fresh matchups.
Izzy?
And Izzy. I'm looking at John Jones's. He really doesn't have a lot. He doesn't have a lot of. He got some. In his career, he has 10 TKO KOs in 27 fights.
So
and then if we're really talking just UFC, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he only has 5 KOs / TKOs in the UFC.
5.
And
bro,
listen, not a lot, and he has over 26 fights in the UFC.
I'm saying.
I'm sorry, my apologies. 22 fights.
I'm saying.
So in his 22 fights in the UFC, he only has 5 KO TKOs.
KO TKOs.
Which is not a lot.
It isn't.
Wrong.
Yes,
he's not that wrong.
That's what I'm saying. And now listen to this. Now replace Jan with Francis Ngannou. Yo, if he gets checked with a right, John's going down, son.
Here's the thing, right? Can he sustain that? And will we see heavyweight John be more of a wrestler?
I'm just saying, I wouldn't go. I don't give a fuck how much I weigh. I wouldn't go on the feet with Francis. That's just terrifying.
Yeah.
It's not a position I want to be in whatsoever. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Why do a little quick math?
Do your thing. Francis has been waiting in the wing for, I think, over a year now.
Okay. So 7 out of his last 8 fights, not including the DC knockout, 7 out of his last 8 fights have come by decision.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's a lot of decisions. 7
that's
out of
a lot.
8. You don't have a finish. You only have 1 finish in your last 8 fights.
And then you have the winner of Stipe Francis and your heavyweight debut. That is playing with fire. John Jones is in his head.
John Jones. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's so funny that we're talking shit about John Jones. And John Jones, me, arguably my greatest of all time. But we'll talk about John Jones' last 2 fights, right? The unanimous decision against Dominic Reyes, which you had him losing, right?
You saw
a lot of people had him losing, and the fight before that, he had a split decision versus Thiago Santos.
Mm-hmm. And Thiago's fighting this Saturday. He's fighting tomorrow, 48 hours.
Yeah. So, bro, so DC's not 100% wrong in his evaluation. Now, here's my counter argument to that. John Jones has been bored. It's been rumored he was out Super Bowl weekend, the week before his fight with Dominic Reyes. He's bored. Now, will we see a hungry John Jones in heavyweight with something to prove? I think so. So that's my counter argument.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could sort of kind of feel like that's how he felt at light heavy for a long time.
Yeah.
He needed a challenge. He moved up, and now Time can only tell, and by time I mean whenever he fights. That's the only way we'll tell if what he is. If he gets beat, I'm saying, man, it's gonna be a tough fight if he has to go against Francis. I really feel that. But
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, we still got a couple months to go.
Yeah. All right, man. What else we got?
All right. Hamzat. We got to talk about Hamzat. When you brought up Dana earlier today, I was gonna bring it up then, but with Hamzat retiring, essentially retiring.
He hasn't though. Have you seen the news?
No, I haven't.
He's rescinded. He's taking it back.
Oh, really?
He spoke to Dana.
Dana probably threw money
to the Chechen president.
Here's the problem I have with that. Dana, the way Dana responded to the initial news was stomach churning. I'm literally getting to a point where this is not a fuck Dana fucking podcast or whatever, but yo, fuck Dana.
It can be.
Yo, for real, but he's a piece of shit, bro. He's just some greedy slime auto salesman motherfucker. I don't fuck with that. Like, yo, you heard he's after 259, this motherfucker, I'm gonna talk to Khabib one more time. I'm like, bro, let it go, son.
Yeah. I mean, he's a promoter. That's how promoters are. I mean, promoters are some of the sleaziest people in the world. I mean, you look at Don King, man, stole so much money from Mike Tyson.
In America. Yeah, he's a piece of
That's what promoters do.
Yeah, but it's so blatant. Like, at least with Don King, you had it once every couple months on a pay-per-view. This shit is every fucking Saturday.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Mike. Can I counter that just for the Hamzat one? Not so much Khabib because I think Hamzat is coming from a place of frustration. And, he tried to train, and he's not recovering from COVID, and supposedly they gave him this steroid pill that hasn't been working with his body, and he's still feeling the effects. And I think Hamzat, they told him, don't train. And he trained.
Yeah, he's not supposed to.
So his body is just not being able to recover. If I'm him and his team, and supposedly he tweeted that, he was like super frustrated. If I'm him and his team, I'm like, yo, hey, let's rest for a couple months. Don't do anything. Go watch some movies. Go catch up on some Netflix. Do whatever you got to do. And, we'll revisit this. But I think Hamzat was coming from a place of emotion.
That's what Dana said. I can, listen, okay, I can understand that. I can understand that from Hamzat's position. I can understand it. What I can't understand is when Dana says, oh, this dude is either emotional, yada, yada, yada. When the actual fact, not that Dana gives a shit about Hamzat at all. He only wants what he can do for him and the business. Exactly. Money. Right now, he's on a 3-fight winning streak in, 6 months, was it?
Just about. 3 months, I think. 90 days.
3 months. Yeah, 90 days. Yeah. The record. He wants to keep Hamzat still in the fucking public eye so he could cash in on it up until Hamzat fucking loses for the first time, and then Dana doesn't give a shit about him.
Not the first time, but at least, maybe after the second.
Okay. All right, cool.
I know what you mean.
I'm just saying, though, like, Dana only gives, like, Joaquin Buckley. Where the fuck is he? No one fucking knows. He's probably not going to get a fight for another couple months because that viral kick that he did, he got viral back on him, and now he's like, shit, I can't sell this anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do, though, man. I mean, it's just the way it is, bro.
That shit whack, bro.
Yeah,
that shit real whack. That shit real whack.
I mean, it is. It is, man. It is. But what are you going to do, man? But I hope Hamzat gets healthy, takes a break, and then comes back, man.
I do, too. I
fuck with him fight, man. Loves to see him fight, man.
Okay. What are we missing? We pretty much hit everything other than, Izzy keeps making excuse about the John Jones fight.
Did you see the Paulo Acosta?
We got to talk about that, son.
Yo, your boy's still undefeated. You didn't know?
Oh, way to go. Shit, we did it. Yeah.
Your boy's still undefeated, man.
Hey, not me.
Your boy is undefeated, man. He said so let's see this. About 5 months after they fight, Paulo just comes out.
5-6 months.
That's comes out.
Fucking hilarious.
Comes out and says, you know what, man? I can't lie to you guys. I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep the night before the fight. I couldn't sleep, So what I decided to do was let me drink a little bit of wine. You know what? And hey,
glass.
You know what, man? You're talking to your boy. You know what? I'm sort of, becoming, a wine snob myself. You know what? So why not indulge? Who doesn't mind a nice, nice glass of some good red? Maybe a cab, maybe one a little more low. One glass just to kind of soothe you a little bit, right? I've partaked in my fair share. So who am I to judge, right? Now he says, you know what? After that first glass, JC, I just couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't do it. So you know what? I said, one more. What harm could it do? This is Paulo Acosta talking, right?
No, it sounds like Cersei Lannister.
Right? Oh, it's not Cersei. She got some sleep though, and she got some shit done. I'll tell you that much. Cersei was on that wine. She was on that. You know what? Damn, where was the wine from?
There's a bunch.
The South. From the South, where Oberyn was
Dorn.
from.
Dorn.
Oh, she got that.
Dornish. She had that Dornish red.
She got that Dornish red wine, man.
But there's also wine from the Summer Isles.
From the Summer Isles, man. But there's nothing like a good Dornish glass of wine, man. Woo, that shit right there, man. But Cersei, she got some shit done. All right. Cersei became the queen of her drinking wine.
Yeah, straight up.
Paulo got his ass whipped.
Yeah, and humped.
And humped. So long story short, I went on a little soliloquy, little rant there. Paulo Costa says he drank a whole bottle of wine and was either drunk or hungover during the fight. The next day, because he drank it that night and then they fought the next day. So he was still either drunk or hungover, and that's why he lost.
A couple things. One, I do believe Izzy in the weeks leading up to the fight where he kept calling them dumb, because to come up with that excuse 6 months later is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Dumbest shit.
He was like, month 1, nothing. Month 2, nothing. And it wasn't until he got to like the 5th, 6th month that he was like, drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, his handle, took to his credit, is
I think he tried 1 month to time travel. He's like month 3, how to time travel. That might took him 2 months.
I think in direct translation, his Instagram handle is like drunk MMA. It looks like borracho.
Borracho, yeah.
I think that's what it means. I don't know.
I think that means something else.
It might. But
it does. It means something else in Portuguese. Remember, that's what they speak.
Yeah, I know. I was like, even that's a little. But yeah, man. Hey, and then he got roasted by everybody. DC came at him. Bismarck came at him. Ariel came at him. Izzy came at him. And the shit is what you gonna do, man? Just take your L, fight Robert Whittaker, and hope for the best, because old Bobby Knuckles is no joke. He's setting up. And what's he gonna do? Oh no, I was high. I drank a glass of weed. He's just a big dumb dude, bro. Like, he's just dumb. He's all muscle.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually trying to figure out. I'm trying to type in.
What happened? I can do it for you.
So what it means is,
that'd be crazy if it doesn't mean drunk.
No. It means rubber chin.
That dude is in some weird shit.
ACH. Sorry guys, this is so bad. I think it means the eraser.
Isn't that his nickname?
I think so.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. That makes total sense. But the fact that it. Yeah, the eraser.
It means the eraser, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the eraser. That's his nickname.
The eraser.
All right, cool. That's just a crazy coincidence that it looks like the word borracho.
Yeah, he's just drunk,
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So what are you gonna do, man? He's gonna fight, Robert Whittaker, and it should be a good one.
I mean, redeem yourself. If you want to be there in the middleweight division, take out the second best.
Let's see.
Because right now you're looking soft.
He's gonna have to go on a win streak. I think even if he beats Robert Whittaker, it would have to be very, very convincing fashion. You have to be like, you would have to dominate Whittaker, and then I still don't know if Izzy gives him a title shot, man.
I don't know, but who?
You saw Izzy said he would like to fight Darren Till.
No, I didn't. Oh man, I want to see Darren Till fight, bro. I haven't seen.
He said Darren Till intrigues him, but he says Darren Till needs to get some wins. He said I would like to fight him. He intrigues me. He said Darren Till is the only guy in the middleweight division that intrigues him.
It's probably because they're both trolls.
I still believe, bro. I believe that Robert. To me, it's a joke that Robert Whittaker has to fight Paulo Costa.
Well, why don't you have Kelvin Gastelum do the rematch?
I mean, he has to get wins too.
He just did.
One.
I mean, bro.
Against the number 9 guy or number 10 guy.
Here's what I'm saying. Who put a beating on Izzy other than Kelvin Gastelum?
I mean, honestly. No. Kelvin Gastelum, they had a great, amazing fight of the year, 2019. Arguably.
He fucked him up.
Or, was that 19 or whatever it was? But my thing is, bro, I mean, what else does Robert Whittaker have to do, right? Puts on a clinic versus Jared Cannonier, who Izzy calls out. Izzy says, yo, Jared Cannonier, if you win, me and you were next, right? Then, before that, just goes to war with Darren Till. It's like, bro, what else does Robert Whittaker have to do? Meanwhile, Jorge Masvidal is talking about he's going to get a championship fight in August, September. He hasn't even fought it. Like, Usman the champion has beat somebody since their rematch, and Masvidal hasn't even fought, and we're talking rematch.
Hey man, he thinks he has that pull. I can't remember where I read it. Somebody said this motherfucker ain't gonna win a fight for the next 2 years.
Well, I saw somebody wrote it said Darren Till is having the resurrection that Jorge Masvidal.
Wish he had. Damn. Yeah, I mean, he ain't wrong though.
Yeah. You saw that meme going around?
Yeah.
He's
not wrong, yo. But here's the shit, yo. I'm telling you, Jorge doesn't have more than a year and a half in the sport, anyways.
I mean, he wants the money. That's all he wants. He wants to make some money.
You don't think he wants the belt at all? I mean, he's got the BMF belt brought to you by The Rock.
Yeah, and then he's like talking like they're asking him like, hey, would you ever fight Canelo? Would you like the reporter who asked him about the belt? Like Canelo would beat Masvidal faster than the guy he beat on Saturday night, and he knocked that guy out in 3 rounds. I realistically, truly, honestly believe if Canelo wanted to, he could get Jorge Masvidal. He could knock Jorge Masvidal out within 1 round, if he truly wanted to. Now, I think Canelo is a showman and has a little respect. I don't think he'd want to do Masvidal like that. I'm not sure if they're good friends, but I don't know if he'd want to do him like that. But I do believe that.
God damn.
Yeah, man, bro. I mean, what else we got on the
we got card time. Let's talk cards.
Card time. All right. Now I want to go. Usually, like we said when we started the show, JC, this is not gonna be. We're not gonna go into the minute MMA breakdown show. This is not the show for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're 2 bros kicking it, popping shit about MMA stuff, right? So we usually on some cards, some weekends we'll go main event. We'll go co-main event. We might talk about the 3rd fight. We might talk about the 4th fight. Rarely. But I'm prepared, JC, to go from Dominick Cruz, the main event, the prelims.
Oh, shit. We're going Dominick Cruz. All right.
Up.
Shit.
All the way up.
All right.
That's the type of time I'm on, man.
Yo, this is a stupid card. Like, it's not even fair. So you're not gonna be awake. I'll be surprised.
No, I am. I'm gonna be awake. And we got Jose Benavidez fighting on the prelims.
Bro, yeah, that's true. And you also had Kai Kara-France.
Me and my lady, we're going on a date, man.
That day. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's so funny.
We're going on a date, so I'll be up. Well, this is what we got a baby now, right? So we're gonna go a little early. We're gonna
always starts with we have a baby,
Mm-hmm. So we're not gonna be out to midnight. You know what I mean? So I got some plans on the docket. When your boy Jay Rosa, when I plan dates, I come on, I bring it, man. I bring it. So we got a nice day set up. It's gonna go into the evening. I might miss the prelims, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
I mean, if you can make it home by like 10:30, you damn near.
I don't know, man. Might watch the highlights. I don't know, JC.
But you'll be home by 10.
Maybe.
Boy, ain't gonna make it.
Maybe. Might not make it. I don't know. I might have to tape it. You know what I might do? I don't know. I gotta figure something out.
Break out the VCR.
Break out the VCR and take this bad boy.
Yeah, do that thing.
All right, so let's go. Prelims. Also, something we did not get. So Dominick Cruz says he doesn't want Keith Peterson calling his fight. Peterson responds, "I don't ref prelims."
That's fucking crazy.
Wow, referee should.
Meanwhile, he's drinking and smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth. It's just it's better than DC and John.
Yo, that's crazy.
It
is for a referee.
Yeah, it's wicked. I mean, it's something I don't know. Interesting fight, right? So Dominic Cruz fighting a relatively unknown guy, young guy, up and comer. You know, he thought the fight stopped too early versus Triple C, Henry Cejudo.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever it is. I mean, and now he wants to get back in fighting. And I mean, bro, if you look at Dominic Cruz's record, bro, 22-3. I mean, come on.
He's a legend, man.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is.
Not arguably, he is.
Now, if he loses, though, that's gonna be it. That's probably gonna be it.
So this is the UFC saying, let's see what you got kind of fight.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
You know, we threw you in the versus Triple C late because Jose Aldo couldn't fight. You took the fight on semi-short notice. Let's see what you got. And I don't think the fat lady has sung yet. I think Dominic Cruz gets a win. I don't know if he gets a knockout or a submission, but I think he gets a win.
Okay, and then what do you do with Dominic Cruz after that?
Then you put him in there with the big boys, right? So you're gonna not the big boys, but the young guns, right? So if Dominic Cruz gets a win, I'm sorry, give me 1 second, 135. If Dominic Cruz gets a win, I say you put him in there with run it with Pedro. No, I'm sorry. Run it with Jose Aldo.
Pedro has a fight coming up.
Let's run it. Well, no, Pedro just beat Jimmy Rivera. Real talk, I wouldn't mind Dominic Cruz versus Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, me neither, but Frankie Edgar definitely has a fight coming up.
He just got washed by Corey Sandhagen.
I'm reading some shit wrong then. I'm bugging. All right, I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Month ago. Anyways,
yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what holds.
You got Cruz? You going with Cruz?
I don't know.
Pick the young guy. Let's go. Let's
Yeah. I want to. Yeah. All right, I'll pick him.
Pick the young boy. There you go.
I will say, though, Dominic Cruz can't afford to lose this fight. Neither can fucking whenever Woodley fights again.
All right, so let's pick every fight except Amanda Nunes.
Why? Because you know who I got?
I mean, we both. I'm not. Come on. I don't want to bet against Amanda Nunes.
Yo, well, I'll say this. Can I say this at least? Listen, on the day of, can you do me a favor? I'm going to be doing the same. We could synchronize our watches and do it at the exact same time. At 5:56, just close your eyes and just pray as much as you can to Megan Anderson because she's going to get fucking demolished. And I love Megan Anderson. That's what hurts.
Why 5:56?
I don't know. It's just the time I thought.
Oh, okay.
It's 5:56. I'm going to remind you. I'm going to send you your text. Yo, it's 5:56. Come on. Just I follow her on Twitch. She's great. But
she's great, man.
But Amanda hasn't lost a fight since 2014. So
I mean, Amanda's Amanda, man. She's a lioness. She's the greatest woman MMA fighter of all time.
I would argue. I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I'm not gonna pick against. Here's the thing. I will never pick against Amanda Nunes until she loses.
Okay. I mean, she's lost before, but
until she loses again.
Yeah.
She hasn't lost in a long time, and she's that Amanda Nunes. Early parts of her career is just a different animal.
Well, she's a mom now. Maybe that changes something.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's a nice little wrinkle into the storyline.
I will say that. That's very true. I mean, with Conor, you had ring rust. You know, Amanda's new mom. Maybe that's changed something in training. She hasn't fought since
May.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But okay. Islam, bro. I mean, I already know.
No. How do you got it? I got Thiago Santos versus Rakic first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my fault. I thought we picked that. My fault. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Who you got? Do you want to pick this one? Do you want to go first?
If you go
you
first,
do like
I go second.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay, so I go, you go, I go, you go. Yeah, you go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
Damn, I kind of wanted to pick. All right, That's okay. I'm going to go with Rakic.
Okay, good. I wanted Thiago.
You want Thiago. That's okay. I think, don't be wrong. I love Thiago Santos, man. But I think, I don't know, man. I think his time is kind of coming up a little bit. He's still going to be a guy that's always going to be a top of the division. But, he's coming off that fight with John Jones, the split decision. Then he's coming off that fight with Glover, and I just don't know. He needs a win in the worst way. But I am a fan of Rakic, man. I mean, I just think Rakic is a guy. And I hope I'm saying his name right, man, because I don't know. I just feel like I always get these guys' names wrong, man.
I mean, it happens all the time. Like Jurchik is crazy.
Like, I didn't know how to say Khabib for the longest, man. But, I mean, he's coming off that win versus Anthony Smith, man, and he looked really good, man. And I'm a fan of his off that, and I'm going to roll with him, man. I'm going to roll with him, and let's see what happens. I mean, but what a way just to start this card.
10 o'clock, son.
Now, we got that fight. You picked Thiago. I'm just going to concede this next matchup because I already know who you're going to pick, and that's who I would pick too.
Yeah, he's the Russian.
You're going to go with Islam Makhachev.
Of course I am.
Of course. Poor Drew Dober. I've been listening to a lot of interviews this week, and, bro, from what people are saying, this guy is just as good as Khabib, if not better.
Who, Islam?
Islam.
He
grew up with Khabib. They know each other since they were 3 years old. And, bro, supposedly he's the next guy up in 155. A lot of guys don't want to fight him from what I'm hearing. Drew Dober is the only guy who stepped up. I'm pulling for you, Drew. Good luck to you. But I think you're going to see a Dagestani train wreck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to just see him run through Drew Dober. And shout out to you, Drew.
Hey, that's cool. I mean,
that's all I can say. I'm going to take Drew Dober. I would never pick Drew Dober. If you gave me 1,000,000 times to pick this fight, I would pick Islam Makhachev 1,000,001 times. But what are you going to do? Third fight, first title fight on the card, 135, bantamweight.
That's on you.
Aljo.
Okay.
We're rolling with Aljo, man. I'm rolling with Aljamain. This is the fight I wanted to see. This is the fight that I think, people have been calling for. We've been calling for. Sign me up. Aljamain Sterling. That's all I got to say.
I'll go with the Russian. Again.
You them Russian. You roll with them Russian boys, man. You know.
No.
Well, not like that. Not like that. Come on. Cut that out. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll go Peter Yan.
I think it's going to be interesting, man, because, Aljamain said to me, he said, I'm going to take him down. I'm going to try to take him down. I'm going to keep trying to take him down until I get him down. And we saw what he did when he got Corey Sandhagen down and he got his back. So I'm interested to see, man, this is going to be a throwback to kind of like that old school MMA, right? Where you get a striker versus a wrestler.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Pretty much you knew what you were going to get.
Yeah,
so we'll see, man. We'll see if Peter Yan can stop the takedowns, but I just think Sterling is just he's a different kind of animal, man.
You're going and new. And new. That's what you're saying. And new.
And then we got Amanda Nunes. We both went over that. Yeah. Now this is interesting because you know who I want.
You know who I want. Wait, I don't know who you want.
You know who I'm picking.
You know me. I'm picking Yan.
I know, and I'm picking Izzy.
I know. Okay. I was about to say. All right.
Very, very good.
Even though it's my favorite fighter. But a lot of people gonna call me fake. Gonna call me fake. I'm not fake. I love Izzy. I follow Izzy on everything, on all socials and all that shit. I look up to this motherfucker. But like his time's coming, bro. It's just inevitable, bro. It's called the hot hand fallacy. You keep shooting, think every single shot's gonna happen until he meets the Polish power.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna pick Izzy in every fight until he fights John Jones. I just think he's that damn good. I think we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see power versus speed.
Again,
I'll give you this. I think Jan Blachowicz has the power to knock him out with one shot.
Yes, I do too.
The question is, Izzy has said, he said, don't be surprised if I show up
193. Yeah, I know.
So I don't think Jan Blachowicz has been 193 pounds since middle school.
Well, but that's the thing he said. That's the thing he said. He said, I actually enjoy that he's gonna be faster.
Yeah.
That's his repertoire and mine is powers. So but he also is a wrestler. He also does jiu-jitsu. So
that's another thing, right? If Jan can dirty the fight, can he grab Izzy? Can he lean on Izzy? Can he get Izzy tired? And maybe that speed slows down a little bit. I don't know. It's interesting. This is the biggest fight of Jan's career.
I mean, he's a champ.
You could probably say the same for Izzy just because of the champ. We haven't seen a lot of champs, especially simultaneous. Bro, I mean, this is a big fight, man. This is a big. What's so interesting about this fight is there's so many implications on the results, right? If Izzy wins, does he go back to 185? Does he stay at 205? Does he defend the belt? You know, what does this have to do with him and John Jones? If Izzy wins, does John Jones call him out and say, I want to come to 205? What's good?
Ooh, that's what I really want that to happen.
If Izzy wins, does John Jones say, gotcha, I'm not going to heavyweight. Let's get it popping. 205, what's good? What's up?
And then that's the thing. Then Izzy can't run.
Then Izzy can't run.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Realistically, what would you do if John Jones goes, if John Jones was playing mind games this whole time and says, oh, I bet all those pictures of me doing deadlifts and posing that I'm gaining weight, that was just a ploy.
Yo, can you imagine him playing? That's playing the long game. That's 4D chess right there. Do you remember how we was talking about Dark Knight Rises and how Talia al Ghul just came out and she was like, oh, it's the slow knife that burns. That fucking revelation. That's exactly what that would be if that was it. But I can't imagine John Jones being like, all right, I know how I'm going to get him.
Mm-hmm. Or John Jones could just all fall in John Jones' lap and he could look like a genius, but meanwhile he got lucky.
Oh, all right, that too.
But either way, man, I mean, there's a famous quote, man. It's like, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Hey, sometimes genius is accidental.
So, I mean, it's interesting, man. So many stuff. But it's interesting that you are going with Jan, man. You just believe in that Polish power.
I mean, it's kind of dumb because I said after the Paulo fight, I was like, all right, I changed my stance on speed versus power. I think speed is more effective than power. I did say that to the Paulo fight.
Speed and precision. You got to give Izzy the precision.
Yeah, speed and precision. Yes. Instead of power. Power, you're slower, but you're
stronger.
You hit
power.
Jan, however, poses a more immediate threat. One hit and it doesn't even have to be your face. He hits you in the liver hard enough, your knees are buckling.
That's just since you became a big Jan fan after that Dominic Reyes fight.
Yes, I did, because I saw what Dominic Reyes did to Jones and I saw what Jan did to Reyes. And now I'm just like, fuck. I gotta really think.
We're playing what's 8 degrees of separation, huh?
Wasn't it 3? I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
we shall see, man. I'm interested. I'm very interested. And I can't wait.
Neither can I.
Can't wait, man. I mean,
Saturday's gonna be just
amazing. What's on the itinerary, man? You got any snacks? You got what's going on?
I got that whole day basically.
Spread? What's the spread?
Oh yeah. Some fucking Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Dipped in sour cream and onion chips. Maybe some chicken tendies.
Chicken tendies, okay. Right.
Okay, maybe like an eggplant. Maybe something like a nice goulash. Pumpernickel bread.
You want. This is what you want to do, man. You want to break out some crackers. You get a nice Gouda.
Nice Gouda, okay.
That's a nice Gouda bread. If you really want to get a little fancy, you get a nice brie, a nice brioche. You know what I mean? Piping hot in the oven.
Isn't that? I think you mean brie. Brioche is the thing you put on your fucking.
Yeah, no, a brooch. It's a brie, a brooch. What's that fancy bread called?
Brioche. I don't know. Yeah, that might be it. Wait, hold on. Are you? Oh no, I was gonna say if you're doing something, but you have a date that night.
No. I'm not doing anything.
Dag, I really was gonna go down there this week for real.
I know, man. What can you do, man?
I'm gonna make sure everybody's on it though. I might even do live reactions, bro. Honestly, I might do that.
A brie.
I told you it was brie, not brioche.
See, I started with brie and then I just changed it somehow. But whatever. Yeah, man. I mean, brother. Yo, man, everybody listening. We appreciate you guys. We cannot talk about anything else. We got this big UFC fight card.
The biggest pay-per-view this year.
I cannot wait. Sign me up. Yo, man, everybody, we appreciate you guys. As always, remember, keep your hands up.